The month of August will soon be upon us, which means that summer vacation will be coming to a close for some. Don't worry though, because August will also have no shortage of Nintendo Switch games big and small, from big AAA releases to smaller indie titles that you may or may not have heard of. But are there any first-party games to look forward to? Yep, didn't think so. It's no wonder that some Switch owners are starving for new games to play. Either that or they're still playing Octopath Traveler. You ever play those ridiculously violent bullet hell shooters and think, if only there was a way my kids would be able to play this? Well, State of Anarchy, Master of Mayhem has you covered, by taking those violent shooting games and putting them just on little pencil and paper. It's quite the easy fix. As the title suggests, the world is in a state of anarchy, as you take on hordes of enemies on the ground or even in outer space. If you're tired of having to think while playing video games, this game offers mindless fun for only $8. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Moving on. 1979 Revolution Black Friday gives off some serious Telltale vibes in the way it presents itself along with its story-based gameplay elements. Set during the Iranian Revolution, you play as a photojournalist named Reza, who takes on various photography tasks that could get him into serious trouble. Given the subject matter, it's safe to say that this ain't no game for kids. Here you will be making tricky decisions that will affect how the story progresses, including taking photographs of various targets. If you consider yourself a fan of interactive dramas, 1979 Revolution Black Friday might be up your alley. You'll be able to download it on the eShop for only around $10 US. Get ready to lose some more friendships over unchopped lettuce, because Overcooked 2 will be grilling its way to the Nintendo Switch on August 7th. Man oh man, I cannot emphasize just how fun the first Overcooked is. It's a 4-player experience like no other. Though it is technically co-op, you will be yelling at each other so violently while playing this game that you might just lose your voice. You each play as a cook trying to make various dishes for customers. Problem is, there's only 4 of you, and the kitchens are so inconveniently designed that you'll have to work together to figure out just how to get around these obstacles. I could keep talking more about Overcooked 2's zany nature, but the best way to learn more is by playing it. The first Overcooked is available now for $20 on the eShop, but we recommend waiting a couple weeks for the sequel available for $25. Get cooking, chefs. This next game is not for the lighthearted. Dead Cells is a roguelike Metroidvania hybrid, and that of course means that there is permadeath. That's right, if you die, it's back to the beginning for you, you scrub. Don't worry though, it's not like you'll be 5 hours deep into Super Metroid only to die and start from the very beginning. Dead Cells requires you to learn from your mistakes and rack up different skills in order to get to that final boss. If you're a fan of either one of these genres, then Dead Cells might be worth checking out, even if you like one more than the other. For example, I'm a huge fan of Metroidvanias, but roguelikes I can't handle at all. Still, I might give Dead Cells a shot, seeing as it's only $20 if you pre-order now, and $25 if you wait until after its release. Oh, you know what this game is, and the Nintendo Switch version might just be the definitive one. Okami is a majestic piece of game from the insane mind of Hideki Kamiya.
Hi to everyone in North America, and especially all the cute babes.
This game is no stranger to Nintendo consoles, having also been released on the Wii after the PS2 version, but it has since been released on the PS3, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and soon the Nintendo Switch. Okami is a masterclass in not just gameplay, but also art direction. And if you don't think video games are art, then there's the door. Please let it hit you on the way out. Okami HD on the Switch will also let you use touchscreen and motion controls. But that's not even the best part. In a world where the Switch receives years-old ports at full price, Okami HD is just $20 US. $20! If you have not yet played this over-decade-old masterpiece,
what's wrong with you?
But that's okay, because if you have a Nintendo Switch, now is your time. I know this will be my first time playing Okami, and possibly the definitive version. 1979 won't be the only interactive story game coming out next month. State of Mind is a futuristic noir thriller set in Berlin 2048. It gives off some serious Blade Runner with a low poly count vibes. You play as a journalist named Richard Nolan, trying to uncover a conspiracy in an age where technology, surveillance, and transhumanism have taken over. So yeah, it's more like Diet Cyberpunk. Though it is already on Steam, it'll be available on the Nintendo Switch on August 15th. We'd tell you more about this game, but it looks like the less you know about it before going in, the better. If you're anything like me and you're still waiting for a new Animal Crossing game on the Switch, then Little Dragon's Cafe might tide us over a little bit, just a little bit. It's a game where you manage a cafe and raise a dragon. You know, typical life of a business owner and all. It kind of reminds me of Harvest Moon. Oh wait, same creator, so I guess it has that going for it. In order to raise your dragon and improve your cafe, you must travel the world around you, gathering new recipes to make some delicious food. It looks like a fun, lighthearted, and wholesome adventure for $60. Oof, $60 is kind of a lot. Now, on to August 28th, as we have 3 games coming out that day. August has not forgotten about you fighting game fans. Blade Strangers from Nicalis will scratch that crossover itch for $40, as you'll be playing as characters from various indie game franchises, such as Cave Story, Code of Princess, and even Isaac from Binding of Isaac and Shovel Knight. Safe to say, Blade Strangers is no stranger to blades. I'm not sorry. The Nintendo Switch has proven itself to be a good platform for fighting games, with titles such as BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle and the upcoming SNK Heroines, and let's not forget Dragon Ball FighterZ. Viktor Run Overkill Edition is not only a ridiculous f***ing name, but also a good top-down action RPG released on other platforms last year. Take on hordes of demons in different fractured worlds by using an array of supernatural powers, while also listening to some sick Motorhead tracks. We'd play them here, but, you know, copyright. Yes, it is as ridiculous as it sounds. A rock star that is also a wizard. But if you're really looking for a game to play on August 28th, look no further than Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. That's right, the franchise is not done with Nintendo, and never will be, let's face it. We were admittedly a bit salty when we saw that Monster Hunter World would be on the other platforms and not the console that Monster Hunter is perfect on, but we knew that it would make its way to the Switch sooner or later. Sure, Generations Ultimate is a port of the 3DS game, but since those games already look good on that system, all Capcom really needed to do was give it some of that HD lovin'. And since Monster Hunter and the Nintendo Switch are both ridiculously popular in Japan, it would be against Capcom's best interest to avoid combining the two. And it already makes sense since the game was released first in Japan. Generations Ultimate is just the beginning for Monster Hunter on the Nintendo Switch, and hopefully we'll get an original game made specifically for that system. And while they're at it, maybe Capcom can take on that offer of porting Monster Hunter World to Switch. It would be extremely difficult, but we'd sure love to see them try. And those were 10 Nintendo Switch games coming out in August. Obviously, we couldn't cover every single game, so please let us know what games we missed that you're excited for, and tell us what you're most looking forward to out of all the games we listed. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this installment of our monthly series. Be sure to subscribe to the Commonwealth Realm and hit that notification bell to know when we upload another video like this one. We'd also like to let you know that our upload schedule has changed from Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday to Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We hope you enjoy the new schedule, as Saturdays are just great days to watch YouTube videos. Come on guys, you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. We'd like to begrudgingly point out that it's almost August and we still do not have a release date for Dark Souls Remastered. Despite being announced for the Switch with the first gameplay being revealed for the Switch and being playable at PAX East for the Switch, it was the Switch version that was delayed to an unspecified summer date. Obviously, Switch owners got screwed in this regard. Well, the end of summer is approaching in September, Bandai Namco, and we still don't have a date. We hope to hear one soon, because the longer Switch owners have to wait for Dark Souls Remastered, the less they're going to care. But before we go, we'd also like to thank our patreon.com/commonrealm supporters, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali. Can't forget about Kenyatta. Thank you so much, Kenyatta. And thank you to all our gracious patrons once again. If you'd like to know about how you can support our endeavors financially, then please visit patreon.com/commonrealm for some awesome exclusive perks, starting at only $1 a month. But with that, girls and guys, this has been the Commonwealth Realm, and we will see you this Saturday.